just a name you can trust.
After a car accident, you might think it's best to wait and see before calling a lawyer. But if you've been injured, wait and see could turn into wait and lose. When the insurance company thinks you need money, they usually offer less than you really deserve, often a lot less. At Berg Injury Lawyers, we don't believe in wait and see. We believe in fight and win. Car accident? Get Berg. 1-800-400-BERG.
It's Empire Today's half price sale. Get half price on select styles of fully installed carpet or flooring, plus pay no interest for 12 months. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Brian, Catherine, and Lauren. Weekdays starting at 4 p.m.
We've joined forces with these organizations to bring you the CBS 47 Cyber Safe Parent Program. Visit yourcentralvalley.com under education and talk to your child about internet safety.
Eyewitness News starts now.
Coming up at noon, what appears to be a taco truck robbery, now an insurance fraud case. Why investigators say the incident was all a plot. And then cracking down on distractions in the classroom. Why the governor is urging school districts to take action.
And weather-wise, we're trending with temperatures in the 90s, but how long will this trend last? The full forecast is straight ahead.
This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning.
Good afternoon. I'm Adiris Babb. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin in the South Valley today, where a 33-year-old man is behind bars at this hour. The Kings County Sheriff's Office says that he kidnapped a woman at Kgpe Palace Casino. Now, Dustin Leemaster faces several charges, including elder abuse, criminal threats, extortion, and kidnapping. Yesterday, the Kings County Sheriff's Office got a call about a missing elderly woman who was last seen getting into a car with a man. That man later identified as Leemaster. Well, detectives tracked the woman's phone to Paso Robles, where she was found safe and unharmed. Police arrested Leemaster nearby. He was booked into the Kings County Jail, and his bail is set at $240,000. And happening right now, Fresno County Sheriff John Zanoni shedding light on drug trafficking operations from Mexico right here to the Central Valley. In just the last 2 months, the Sheriff's Office says there's been several incidents involving cartels. Back on July 23rd, narcotics detectives arrested 21-year-old Jose Venezuela from Sinaloa, Mexico. They say he was transporting 240,000 fentanyl pills. Those pills were found in a hidden compartment inside of his car. Then, on the 7th of August, narcotic detectives arrested 21-year-old Manuel Lopez and 32-year-old Mario Hernandez, both of Sinaloa. That was on Interstate 5, and Zanoni says they had 33 pounds of powder fentanyl.
When you look at fentanyl and its lethality and how it kills, if you look at that total amount, that was enough to kill 7.5 million people.
Zanoni says while the arrests are impressive, more needs to be done at the southern border to stop the deadly flow of fentanyl into the states and right here in the Central Valley. Well, switching gears now, a cooling trend happening in the Central Valley. Let's check in with our Anthony Bailey for a look at the forecast front.
Yeah, a lot of smiles to be had all across the valley with those temperatures finally coming on down there for us. And they'll stay down in the cool realm for a while as well. I'll start you off right now. The look outside is our Valley Cam network on this afternoon. It's the view there of downtown Fresno. We're looking at a quiet picture of the skies of Central California. Closest wet weather we find is a full 2 states to our east. No active alerts, and temperatures are rising. 90 in Fresno, 82 in Los Banos, 88 degrees in Lemoore, and 87 over in Visalia. Temperatures are trending a little cooler than they were this time on yesterday, and air quality remaining in the good realm. Here we go as we head through the drive time home. We'll only see temperatures up to 97. Stick around and look at the full pinpoint forecast coming up.
Thanks, Anthony. Well, moving on now to the South Valley, where a man accused of staging a robbery of his own taco truck will make his first court appearance today. Take a look at this video. The Tulare County Sheriff's Office says 38-year-old Pablo Serrano called law enforcement saying he was robbed on August 2nd. Later, officers found his truck on fire in an orchard. Well, they determined during their investigation that Serrano was not the victim of a crime, but instead used his friends to stage the whole thing.
We have the video surveillance from the actual taco truck itself. The subject that we contacted near the GMC pickup on fire was in fact one of the same subjects that was inside the taco truck at the time of the alleged robbery.
Well, Serrano filed an insurance claim on his pickup a day after it was reported stolen. A week later, the sheriff's deputies arrested him at his taco truck for conspiracy to commit a crime, arson, and insurance fraud. Well, back here in Fresno, new crime data shows mixed violent crime trends. Well, the Major Cities Chiefs Association Violent Crime Survey was recently completed, and while the data does show a decrease in violent crime for the major cities across the nation, it was a mixed result for Fresno. Homicides in Fresno are down 30% compared to last year, and robberies are down 6%. However, reported rape cases are up along with aggravated assault. Well, former Fresno Police Chief Paco Balderrama has started a new company. According to the Secretary of State LLC filing from July 30th, Balderrama started the company El Matador Consulting. It's centered in Madera. The filing says the consulting business will specialize in policing and security assessments towards the enhancement of law enforcement agencies. And speaking of Balderrama, this Thursday, he's sitting down for an exclusive interview for the first time since stepping down as chief.
My true friends have stood by me from day one.
Evening anchor Brian Dorman talked with him about his accomplishments while leading the police department, his future, and the lessons that he's learned since the announcement of an affair with an officer's wife.
The other lesson learned is this, is that police chief's just a title. It's just a title that can be taken away from you at any time. You know, so you can't love the position so much that it's going to hurt you. And I can tell you that I'm much more than just being a police chief.
And that exclusive interview you will only see on CBS 47. You will not want to miss it. Beyond the Badge is happening this Thursday at 7. And this morning, a party at the Save Mart Center as thousands of Clovis Unified faculty and staff gathered for a back-to-school rally. Take a look. Thousands filled the arena. The theme of this year's rally was Building on the Legacy, honoring the district's 65-year history. Clovis Unified is the 12th largest district in the state. With over 40,000 students, school starts for Clovis Unified next week. And over in Sanger, staff pulled out the glow sticks and the black lights for a neon party. It was for the annual kickoff rally to celebrate the start of the school year. Classes for Sanger Unified officially start tomorrow. And new today, Governor Gavin Newsom is calling on all school districts across the state to restrict cell phones in the classroom. In a letter Newsom sent to district leaders, he applauded school districts who have already implemented such cell phone policies, including Bullard High School in Fresno. We called on the others to do the same, citing data that shows students perform better without distractions from those cell phones. And as we head into the break, here's a look at the school districts that started up today in Tulare and Fresno counties. Happy first day of school.
That I 100% made the right decision by walking away.
Former Fresno Police Chief Paco Balderrama sits with CBS 47 Eyewitness News to speak about the past.
Well, everybody has an agenda. They expect you to be a cross between Jesus Christ and Superman.
The present.
Yeah, I'm not going to be defined by a mistake. It's politics, and I'm not a politician.
In the future.
A huge reason why I'm doing this is because I was never given the opportunity to say goodbye.
Beyond the Badge, Thursday at 7, only on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
I got hurt in a car accident. Why should I call the Law Brothers?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. And my brother and I, we don't take tiny checks. We get big money for our clients. We got a client who had bad facial scarring, $400,000. Another client of ours was hit by a car and broke their leg. We got them a big check for $700,000.
Don't take a tiny check for your car wreck. Call the Law Brothers.
Call 1-800-222-2222 or visit lawbrothers.com.
No matter what cooling or heating system you have, Donald P. Dick has the expertise to keep it running smoothly and efficiently all summer long. If you'd like to know more about a new Lennox system, call Mr. Cool at 255-1644. No matter how reliable your system has been, there will come a time when you need a new Lennox heating and cooling system with quick, efficient, and professional service. Invest in Lennox from Donald P. Dick Heating, Air Conditioning, and Solar.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, get a low lease on the sleek and fun-to-drive Corolla, or lease the new all-hybrid 2025 Camry for just $339 a month.
Come in today. Ooh, like
Toyota, let's go places.
Summer's almost over. But don't worry, there's still time for the most fun under the sun at Wildwater. Your home for big slides, little slides, a massive wave pool, and so much more. Go to wildwater.net for your best price. Then cool off at Northern California's biggest water park, where everyone can slide happy. Don't go back to school without one more trip down Green Mamba, Ghost Slider, Thunder Falls, and more. Only at Wildwater, minutes away in Clovis.
Wildwater, fun for everyone.
Coming up our series, wait a minute, Tom, is that you working the camera? Keep leaning out of your close-up.
CBS Mornings, your morning routine just got better.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. Well, tomorrow there will be a celebration of life to honor the life of a local retired fire captain who lost his battle with cancer last week. Captain Walt Sickler served for 3 decades. Well, the service in his honor will be at the Well Community Church tomorrow. It's open to first responder agencies. But ahead of that ceremony, CBS 47's Sydney Charles spoke with Fresno firefighters about Sickler's lasting legacy.
Firefighters tell me Captain Sickler's larger-than-life personality will not be forgotten.
Walt was just a huge character, just a man that everybody loved.
Paul Garnier and Captain Walt Sickler were rookie classmates back in 1996.
He was always pushing people to be better, always pushing people to do more and be better at what you do.
Early on, Walt quickly established himself in the world of firefighting.
Initiated a rescue. His first year, he was on probation, and that year he won a Firefighter of the Year award.
Although he was committed to the job, Jonathan Chu says his devotion to his family was even more inspiring.
Walt was a wonderful dad and husband, and to see the level of dedication that he brought to his family. I mean, we thought he was dedicated to the fire service, but boy, to his family, he was next level.
That dedication on and off the field is why Walt was chosen to be captain.
We saw those leadership qualities that he had, and we wanted to see his influence, at the rank of captain.
In 2019, that vision became a reality as Walt was promoted to fire captain after spending most of his career as an engineer for the department. Tragically, that same year, he was diagnosed with cancer.
I was fortunate enough to be the health and wellness officer during the period when he found out that he had cancer. We shed a tear, obviously, because so many uncertainties. We don't know where this is going to go.
Despite his diagnosis, Walt continued to serve the Fresno community for another 5 years before retiring this May.
Walt told me that you would find him on his last day of employment driving Truck 11 off into the sunset up Fresno Street on his last day of retirement. He hopped in that rig and he drove off into the sunset.
Along with those fond memories, there's also a very special fire truck that serves as a reminder of Walt's contribution to the department.
Walt was from the East Coast. This heavy rescue here has a bell on it. This is a big thing in the East Coast, the bell. There's not many of them here on the West Coast. And when Walt was designing this, he said, this thing's got to have a bell. As I sit here, I am reminded of a movie from, I think it was the 1940s, called It's a Wonderful Life. And in that movie, there's a saying that whenever you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. And so, this one's for Walt. Good job, Walt.
Captain Sickler was 55 years old. There will be a funeral service for Walt this Thursday that will be open to the public starting at 10 a.m. at the Well Community Church. In the studio, Sydney Charles, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sydney. And for breaking news around the clock, or continuing coverage of all of the stories that we just talked about, including the funeral service that will be held tomorrow, you can head over to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Well, still to come on Eyewitness News at noon, new details on a jelly battery that scientists say could be a game changer for healing. We'll have all the details.
And the weather forecast finally cooling off, but the big question is, how long will this last? We'll walk you through the next several days straight ahead.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, we've got Davine Joy Randolph.
Push beyond your gift.
You on the road. And she's been offered millions in college scholarships.
If I don't do it, then nobody's going to do it.
Then South African sensation Tyler.
Today at 3, only on CBS 47.
Let's see if AAA can take us somewhere fun. Let's go somewhere sandy. Let's go somewhere magical. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
Hung doors, they can be scary.
A noisy garage door. A really loud noise.
We have everything we need to get your garage door fixed today.
Any make, any model. I consider ourselves like garage door heroes.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
It's scary. It really is. The attack on a woman's right to choose is constant. I didn't think Roe versus Wade would be overturned, but it was. And John Duarte, he promised to protect us. But he voted to severely restrict access to abortion, even here in California. You can't lie about something like that. My daughters deserve to make their own decisions. Tell John Duarte to stop restricting abortion access.
Car accident? If you've received a quick offer from the insurance company, don't be relieved. Be suspicious. You can bet it's not enough. At Berg Injury Lawyers, we've won clients 20, 50, even 100 times more than the insurance company's first offer. That's serious money you can't afford to do without. So don't risk it. Call us now. Car accident? Get Berg. 1-800-400-BERG.
At Checkers and Riley's, we're ready to elevate your flavor game for just $2.49 with the new Fry Seasoned Chicken Tender Wrap or the new Bacon Ranch Cheeseburger. And for just $2.49 each, why choose just one? Only at Checkers and Riley's.
A serious car accident is an urgent situation. Call the law firm with the experience to anticipate your needs, not just react to them. At Berg Injury Lawyers, you can reach us by phone or online anytime, 24/7. And if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. You only get one shot. Now is the time to get it right, because a serious accident demands a fast response. Car accident? Get Berg. 1-800-400-BERG.
At Lou Rodman's, you'll find over 2,000 bar stools, from $69 to over $2,000. If Lou doesn't have it, they don't make it. Lou Rodman's Patio Bar Stools and Amish Emporium on El Paso next to Fashion Furniture.
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with AAA. Let's go for a night on the town. No kids. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
Men and women both face factors that can impede normal hair growth and trigger hair loss. Well-Rooted Hair and Scalp Clinic has helped thousands of happy patients address hair loss and scalp disorders. Book your free consultation and get your hair loss under control. Scan now for details.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Steel. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Bailey here with a check of your forecast. Weather-wise, we are tracking a beautiful day developing across the Central Valley. I'll start you off right now, though, we're seeing outside. It's a look at the Valley Cam Network. It's brought to you by Table Mountain Sky, and we're taking a look at the Table Mountain Casino Cam over Friant. We're just a few scattered vehicles out there over the roadways there. Dry skies up and down the state for you around the region, and we are tracking, of course, quiet conditions along that 99 corridor there. 90 degrees right now in Fresno. We're at 88 in Hanford, 86 degrees in Merced, and 87 for us as you head up to Mariposa. Temperatures are trending a little cooler compared to this time yesterday, and we will see that trend continuing, well, through the rest of the work week. It is good news across the area. All right, wind speeds, of course, in the single digits up and down the 99 corridor, and the air quality for you, well, not looking too bad at all. We're talking about, of course, air quality in the good range as well. It should hold steady like that in the days ahead for you. Here we go, folks. 99 degrees. Of course, that was the high yesterday. It was really a nice day out there. Temperatures are finally getting back to the normal range for you. Low 70s to start the morning off. That's where we were yesterday. Of course, we should be right in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Feels pretty good. In fact, we saw some low 60s in parts of the valley earlier this morning. Still no major wet weather systems out to our west. So we'll stay dry going forward. That's the big weather story here through tonight and tomorrow morning's commute, as well as through the day. Of course, later parts of the week there, Thursday and Friday, and on into the weekend as well. Here's a look at the extended forecast. Now, the road ahead is going to stay below the triple-digit mark. That is a welcome change for something that we were dealing with here really over the past month or so. 97 to 98 for tomorrow, 95 degrees by Thursday, and overnight lows back into the mid-60s. We're talking about highs over the weekend in the mid-90s, but you'll notice that trend. For the most part, we're pretty locked in, an even kill weather picture out there day to day. The same for the mountains, too. Not a great deviation from temperatures there, and those overnight lows, a very stagnant pattern. But the good news is it's kind of the broken record that has cooler conditions, and so I think folks will be very, very happy about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be happy once they're seeing that forecast. It's one we have not seen for a while.
Bring it on. I mean, the longer we can keep those milder temperatures in, the better for everybody around.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, moving to some health news, British researchers say they have developed a stretchable power source called a jelly battery that could be implanted into people's brains to help the body heal.
Scientists say that the sticky solution could be a game changer for treatment. CBS's Tina Krause has a story from London.
Scientists in England are putting a spin on traditional medicine with a powerful recipe.
And as you can see, it's very soft and stretchable, just like jelly, really.
And that's why researchers at the University of Cambridge call this the jelly battery. It looks like a sticky Lego made from hydrogels, which allow it to stretch to over 10 times its original length.
With about 5 of these stuck together, we can then make the hydrogel power source.
Scientists took inspiration from electric eels, which stun their prey with powerful pulses.
By mimicking the electric eel, we were able to make a power source out of these hydrogel materials, which are both soft and stretchy, sort of like our brains.
Researchers say the goal is to implant it for therapeutic treatment.
They can last over several days or weeks, outputting power to power these devices for things like deep brain stimulation, for trying to cure diseases like Parkinson's.
And the stretchable source of power is designed to work in other parts of the body, too.
If you were to have them at particularly robust places like joints, these are areas where you feel real force within your body. And having a material that can withstand that is really important.
While it could be years before the jelly battery is used inside bodies, scientists say they're confident the idea will stick. Tina Krause, CBS News, London.
How interesting is that in the developments? And I mean, if it can help with Parkinson's?
It'd be huge. And the fact that it can power something or reactivate things in the brain, that's going to be huge because obviously the brain's so delicate. There's not a lot they can do with it right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, still to come on Eyewitness News at noon. Are you ready for some football? I know I am. We'll hear from the play-by-play voices that you'll see right here on CBS 47. Don't go anywhere.
Makes our team work so damn well together.
It's the things we have in common.
FBI!
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 Let's all take a deep breath.
Consider all of us a family.
The FBI's return October 15th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS.
Kgpe and Myers has been protecting the hard-working people of California for over 50 years, and we've recovered more than $2 billion in settlements for our clients' injuries. If you've been injured in an accident, Kgpe and Myers will fight for the justice you deserve.
Grandma, why are your teeth so crooked? Grandpa, why are your teeth missing like mine?
We love our grandchildren, but sometimes they can be a little too honest. If you're uncomfortable with your teeth or smile, you don't have to live with it. I've helped thousands of people just like you have the confident smile they've always wanted. Our proven technology provides dental implant teeth in a day. We will have you smiling in no time. Call us today to schedule your consultation. Change your smile, change your life at Morales Revitalized Dental Implant Center in Clovis.
When you get hurt in a car accident, everybody knows who to call.
The Law Brothers, of course.
Everybody knows that.
The Law Brothers are the #1 car accident workers.
We're the Law Brothers.
Call 1-800-222-2222. The heat of summer is on, and your electricity bill is out of control. Rates are already at an all-time high with more increases on the way. There is a solution. It's solar plus batteries from local and veteran-owned Semper Solaris. And right now, Semper Solaris is making the switch to solar easier than ever when you bundle solar with batteries or roofing. Get powerhouse savings from Semper Solaris, the #1 volume solar plus battery installer in America, and award-winning Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor. One call to one company can save you thousands. Right now, for a very limited time, when you bundle solar plus a new roof, the average customer saves almost $6,000. When you bundle solar plus a Tesla Powerwall 3 and a new roof, you can save an average of over $15,000. Switch to solar, get 2 Tesla Powerwalls and a new roof, and you could save over $18,000. Powerhouse savings. The more you bundle, the more you save. Protect you and your family from outrageous electric bills this summer. Go solar plus batteries and get a new roof from Semper Solaris. Call now. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Well, welcome back. And the NFL is coming back to CBS 47 with Jim Nantz, Jody Romo, and, of course, Tracy Wolfson returning for their 8th season together in the booth.
Yeah, the trio who appeared on CBS Mornings earlier today will be on hand calling the CBS marquee game each week, including the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Now, they even shared their predictions, of course, leading up to the Super Bowl, which the Kansas City Chiefs won, of course, last season.
You have Baltimore. Yeah. You have Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, C.J. Stroud and Houston right now in his second season, they are stacked. And then you got to throw in the Jets.
Yeah.
Right?
Aaron
if they
Rodgers,
can stay healthy, they really, and you look at the AFC East, they have an opportunity there.
Rodgers stays healthy. I think this.
Well, in February, the crew worked Super Bowl 58, which became the most watched telecast in the U.S. television history. The 2024 NFL season kicks off on September 8th, right here on CBS 47 and on Paramount Plus. I am so excited for that. I don't think my Broncos are going to be that great, probably at the bottom of the AFC West, but it's okay.
Well, at least you have some good games going on and good competition, and hopefully some great halftime shows that kind of keep us all entertained throughout the season.
Yeah, we will see. I'm just hoping for a good fantasy football season. If the Broncos are going to be good, maybe my fantasy team will be good.
That's true. You kind of make up for it with that. Of course, stay inside, or you can work on your lineups on the patio because it's going to be nice and comfortable. We're looking at highs in the mid to upper 90s.
Thanks so much, Anthony. Thanks, everyone at home, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Get the latest breaking news and pinpoint weather forecasts at yourcentralvalley.com. Now scroll while you watch with quick access to news important to you. Connect with your community with the very latest local stories. CBS 47 is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.
Hey, Andy, watch this. Not bad. My turn. Ooh, game on. No look. Nice shot. Behind the back. Let me show you how it's done. Maria, toss me one.
Muy bien.
That's why they call us the heavy hitters.
Correct. We know how to hit home runs for our clients.
The heavy hitters are the way to go. Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
Did your car insurance go up unexpectedly, or are you looking for something more affordable? At Fiesta Auto Insurance, we've got you covered. Best prices guaranteed. We're open 7 days a week. Call or visit us for a quote today. Fiesta Auto Insurance.
I'm so sorry. It's not that bad. You're fine. Please, I don't have any money.
Well, my next little store, but I guess I'm okay.
Stop. If you've been injured, you need to make a claim. The insurance company covers it. Remember, when something goes wrong, call me, Anne Fong.
Summer's almost over. But don't
worry, there's still time for the most fun under the sun at Wildwater. Your home for big slides, little slides, a massive wave pool, and so much more. Go to wildwater.net for your best price. Then cool off at Northern California's biggest water park, where everyone can slide happy. Don't go back to school without one more trip down Green Mamba, Ghost Slider, Thunder Falls, and more. Only at Wildwater, minutes away in Clovis.
Wildwater, fun for everyone.
Are you sitting at home in pain, letting it affect your quality of life? Call Innovative Medical Center and let us help you prevent any unnecessary medications or surgeries with responsible pain management.
Since I got the treatment, I haven't experienced any more pain, something I would experience daily.
I'd say within a week, I felt so much better. My knee didn't hurt anymore. My shoulders didn't hurt anymore.
At Innovative Medical Center, we're changing lives. It's time to start living again pain-free. Call Innovative Medical Center today.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Tired, achy, swollen legs? Varicose veins can be more than skin deep. Regular exercise and compression stockings can help you enjoy a full and active life.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
I'm Brian Dorman. You're watching CBS 47.